drums are horrible. So I just wrapped up work for the day, and I'm getting kind of bored of doing the same thing. So I'm going to take a break here, but I haven't really been working on music, so I think I need to get back to it. One thing about me is I'm usually throwing random ideas into a folder on my hard drive just so I can come back and explore them and see what's happening. So why don't we take a listen at the beginnings of some random songs and see if I can put something together. And then we'll play it over in this particular episode of what I did today. Let's get to it. Well, those drums are horrible. That's not gonna work. I don't know if I'm liking this at all, but I'm getting ideas, which I think is kind of where that's going. We'll come back to that. Let's see. Yeah, that's not even. Where was I? What was I going through these days? Some of these things are just weird. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, this is one off of those 64 pad ones. Very weird. Very weird. You know, I seem to have a lot of these. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. This one. This one I think I did the other night. Let's see what this one is. No. So the creative process is kind of interesting because I don't know what these sound like before I get to them. Well, so this one seems like that's most of the way there to something. So why don't we take those 5 elements and make that our big thing? And here, I know what I can do. A screen recorder. Because you can do that in Ableton. Windows G. Give me that. We're going to do a capture here. Okay. So this is my basic project already set up in Ableton, and when I came to it, this is basically what I saw. What I've got is some sounds here. It looks like this audio file is actually a recording of actual bass. So why don't we call it that? To make that easier for next time. And these are the various sounds. I'm going to rename that one to. So I know what that is. We'll stop all of them so we can at least kind of get an idea of what we got here. Now, one thing that you can kind of see here is if we just start playing these again. Let's start with the bass. And it looks like I don't have any effects on there at all, so it's just raw what it is. And what I usually like to do is put an audio effect rack on there. And then what I put in the rack, and this is just like my typical setup because I don't know any better. I do the EQ8. I think I do like a utility sometimes in there where I can maybe boost it when I need to, and then I always do this glue compressor. So just a little bit more oomph right there, right? And then I usually take a compressor here. And I'm always aiming for just right around 5 dB. And then I do a little makeup. That's too much right there. So now that's a good set there. And then let's see what we got here. Come back to here. Let's see. Now one thing you'll notice over here is I'm clipping into the red, and I don't necessarily like that. So why don't we try and pull some things down a bit here. I like it's there, but I think it still needs a little bit of boost to it. Let's do the same thing here. Actually, here, let's do this. This is a trick. I can take this whole thing. I think I can copy it. Yeah, I can. Copy that. I think I can paste it. And then adjust it. Okay, so now that I get basically the way I think I want it to sound, let's let it sound. So I got basically the things I want to do there. So now if I'm going to do this on, say, Instagram or something, let's see. We take it to our timeline view, and we'll say right about a minute is when we want it to be. Well, here, we'll copy it so we at least start where we are. All right. And I'm going to drag it all the way out to, say, 2 minutes. Or maybe 2:15. We'll go there. So that's going to be the full length of the thing. But I don't want it to play that long because that'll get kind of boring. So why don't we break it up a little bit? Now we can hit this button here. So now we're dealing with the timeline. So this is timeline view. This is clip view. We're going to go timeline, and let's just chop this up the way we think we want. So I think we're going to start with the bass and go for about 4 bars before we bring the drums in. And then maybe after that we'll bring in the Neo Soul Glide, and then maybe 4 bars after that. We'll bring in the brushed, and let's go. We're not gonna bring the lead line in automatic. Coming! Dinner's coming, yeah. Dinner's coming. I gotta go. But we'll be back right after dinner. Gotta get to dinner. Gotta get to dinner. I don't know what's for dinner tonight, but it smells good, so it probably tastes good. We'll see.
Marriott.
They have 5-star Marriott still? Like the spam calls.
Spam, 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 spam.
Alright, that was good stuff. Let's wrap this thing up. And I'm excited to finish this one out and see where we end up. Let me get this set to back up. Okay, so let's see if we can finish out this song. Let me get the recorder going again. Well, we probably won't finish this and finish it because I think there probably needs to be a beep section or something a little variant here. We'll see how if we can end this part strong, and we'll play it for the rest of this video. Anyway, I also got some stuff to show you after this, but we'll film this real quick. So why don't we just right here at the end here. Instead of doing that weird thing, I'm just going to drop everything else off. Right there. Except for the drums. Alright. So let's give, see how that ending is there. I think that's it. So I think we gotta start of a song there. Gotta start of a track there. Thanks for coming along with me on this little adventure here. We'll see you in the next one.
Oh gosh, you scared me.
Oh,
What you guys doing?
We're replanting some of our plants because they're starting to get too big. Put the root on that one. It's a peas.
I'm just playing with dirt.
You're just playing with dirt?
Yeah.
Mom's planting and you're playing with dirt.
I'm waiting until Mom's done.
Okay.
Now
Now you just need to put a little bit of,
I just scoop the dirt.
not too much, not too much.
And I put a little on.
Okay. Oh, don't want to cover the plant. There, no, perfect. So then we got it right. This one's yours. Jackson's peas.
Hey Jackson, you got some peas.
I know.
Now it just needs carrots.
Carrots?
Let's put some peas and carrots, yo. That's them
Can I
peas and
see it?
carrots.
Yeah, that's a spot the difference one. There's not a joke. Over. Over. Yeah. What are we doing next?
No.
We got still some zucchini, some beans, some green peppers, some hot peppers, some romaine lettuce. That hasn't been.
And in case you were wondering, we bought these seeds last year.
Or we can plant the celery because that has roots. Yeah.
This is you growing celery out of celery
Yep.
with an avocado. Now, if only we can get a hummus plant.
That's chickpeas. So we make. I can grow chickpeas. Then you can buy me a food processor, and then I can make you some hummus.
What is that? Yeah, see?
I think we give a mouse a cookie.
If you give a mouse a cookie, he's gonna want some hummus to go with his celery.